The Diocese of Covington and Covington Catholic High School will remain closed until police say it's safe to reopen following several threats. The diocese also has a third party investigating an incident in Washington, D.C. that has created this firestorm.
Today, Native Americans held a rally at the diocese offices. Anjanette Levy is live now in Covington with what happened. Anjanette.
Well, Cammie, talking to people who were at that rally today and then talking to the people who were here to support the CovCath students, you could almost call this a tale of two videos. Both sides see what happened in D.C. very differently.
Native Americans played a unity song as they rallied outside of the diocese offices.
If anyone is out here pointing a finger, the first thing you need to do is figure out a solution.
Others had a more pointed message for Covington Catholic students about Native American elder Nathan Phillips.
But this young man wants to say, I stood there and just smiled because I was afraid. No. But it was Uncle Nathan who was afraid.
But across the street, a group was there to support the students. Hayden Bodie graduated from Covington Catholic last year and has been on that March for Life trip twice.
Did you feel they were mocking the gentleman?
In the original clip, absolutely, yeah.
But then Bodie said he saw the full video and did not believe the students were mocking Nathan Phillips.
Every year we do our cheers on the Lincoln Memorial right before we leave for the buses. So, in one of the videos you can see us finishing our fight song and then Mr. Phillips walking into the group.
Mo Green came over from Cincinnati to back the CovCath students.
Do you think anything the boys did with regard to Mr. Phillips was improper?
No, I think Mr. Phillips needs to be investigated by everybody.
Back across the street, Guy Jones of the Native American Coalition of Greater Cincinnati had a different opinion on Phillips' actions.
I think he took a very proud stance in a sense that, you know, he placed himself between some factions of two very extreme ideologies. And I think, you know, that he should be commended for it.
Jones also said the students wearing a Make America Great Again hat made a statement to him that was pro-white.
All of that whole dynamic is based on racist attitudes. It's an ideology that's built strictly on race, and it's not even really so much race. It's about privilege.
The rally attendees wanted to meet with diocesan officials, but the offices were closed today. They're still hopeful that meeting will happen.
Now, some of those Native Americans say that they have reached out to officials here at the Diocese of Covington. They haven't heard back, of course, as we mentioned, but they're hoping that that changes very soon and that they can get together with everyone involved to discuss this and talk out any differences that they may have. Reporting live in Covington, Anjanette Levy, Local 12 News. Cammie, back to you.
All right, Anjanette, thank you. Investigators say threats targeting Covington Catholic and students are still being made. Kenton County Commonwealth's attorney, Rob Sanders, told 700 WLW that threats don't seem to be dying down.
It's never going to leave the school. It's never going to leave the students that have been named. Some students, I should mention, have been falsely named, because apparently people couldn't tell Nick Salmon from another student in the school, and that kid's getting death threats, his family's getting death threats, his parents' places of employment are getting threats and are getting harassed.
Two CovCath students made their own YouTube video because they want you to know that everyone's suffering.
And one of the boys says he was not in D.C. but has come under attack for defending his school and his classmates. Angry people have publicly released all his contact information, a move known as Daxing.
I've been doxxed on 3 separate occasions. This has led to a tsunami of hateful messages and threats and everything above. I was also doxxed, as well as my good friend tweet. A lot of these doxes have been deleted because they realized they were wrong and they don't want to face the backlash for it. A lot of people's parents were also doxxed. Their work was called. I mean, this could greatly affect their job. They could be fired. There are real consequences for these actions, and it all spews from a 30-second clip taken out of a 2-hour video out of context.
Other news now.